Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. Thank you for meeting me in my tunnel today. I am excited because in this video, I'm going to do something that I should have been doing all along, but I very rarely do. Now you're probably thinking, well, what is that? I'm going to tell you in a minute. But if you're brand new here, I am in Tennessee. I am in Zone 7B. And so it is the last week of June, or headed into the last week of June here. And we finally had rain today. It is currently raining out now, so it's a perfect time to be in the tunnel and not outside. And I had already had on my mind that I was going to do this task, but the rain pushed me to go ahead and get it done. So I'm excited about what we're going to accomplish today. We have not had rain probably in about 3 weeks. And so it has been really dry. And you know, a good old soaking rain does wonders for the outside garden. So I'm excited and happy that it rained and it cooled it off a little bit. So that's good too. But in this video today, I'm going to take you with me and we're going to do a harvest of our herbs and flowers. Now, the reason why this is significant is because as a part-time gardener, I work full-time. I am a minister's wife. I am a mother. I'm a caregiver, like all the things, right? So life is busy. And what happens is, especially in what I call the summer press, the summer rush, usually because of the heat of the day, I usually only have about 2 hours that I can actually work out here during the summertime because it's just so hot in this area in Tennessee. And what happens is, one of the things that happens when I only have 2 hours is that there is so much to get done that I always feel like I prioritize the harvesting of the food, watering, pruning, fertilization. And so when it comes to herbs, so I feel like, you know, in a 2 hour time frame, my priorities is I'm going to harvest, I'm going to prune, and I'm going to get the food. And so what happens is that I run out of daylight and I never harvest my herbs the way that I should, and especially not my flowers. Do y'all have that problem? Like, I feel like everybody kind of has a priority when they go to the garden. And maybe it's because my space is big or whatever, there's a lot to maintain. But tell me, what is your priority in the garden? And maybe I'm just the only one. But today is pretty significant because I'm going to have on blinders. And before I harvest any food, even if I don't harvest any food, I am going to harvest herbs and hopefully flowers. One of the things is I love flowers. I grow flowers for the beauty. I grow flowers for the pollinators and all of that. But the amount of flowers that I should have fresh bouquets on my tables every single week. I have enough flowers to where I can have at least 3 or 4 bouquets a week. And I found that in a given summer, I probably am harvesting flowers maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the entire season. That means I'm not even utilizing the gift that I have with all of these flowers, right? Because I just simply run out of time or I prioritize something else. Not that it's bad, because of course food is important, but I'm trying to make a very intentional effort this season to make sure that I'm using my herbs and that I'm using my flowers, and they're not just for me to look at. So in this video, we're going to harvest some herbs. And one of the things is, a lot of these herbs, like I'm pretty good about doing basil and stuff like that. But some of these herbs, like my mint, I hate to tell y'all, I have never, no, I take that back. Okay, I have harvested my mint before, but I haven't used it. Does that make sense? So I harvested some, I think I sold somebody some. And I harvested some and it sat in my house and I did not do anything with it. I didn't dry it. I didn't put it in lemonade. I didn't do nothing with it. I hate to say it, but y'all, that's the truth. The truth will set you free. So don't judge me not. But that's the honest truth, is that I'm not utilizing all the stuff that I'm growing. When it comes to food, I'm on it. But these herbs, they need to make it into my house. And part of the thing why I love GREENSTALK is that I can grow herbs in my GREENSTALK because it's right outside my kitchen door, right? But a lot of the herbs that's like invasive and stuff, like mint, I have in my tunnel because they're in pots. I guess I could probably try to do some in my GREENSTALK because it is a contained, but I'm assuming it wouldn't grow very big. Anyway, anywho, let's get down to business. So the first thing we're going to harvest is mint. I have 2 different kinds of mint. I have an orange mint and I have a strawberry mint. They smell so good. So here's my plan with the herbs. Now that I got a freeze dry and all. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all, I'm loving my freeze dry. Loving it. I got my freeze dry in February. And I would say probably the first time I used it was probably April-ish, May-ish, somewhere along in there. But anyway, this summer, I use my freeze dryer at least 3 times a week. At least. Like, it's on rotation. I just took something out the freeze dryer a couple hours ago. We're about to harvest these herbs, and it's going to get back in operation again. Love the freeze dryer. Another reason, this is not an excuse, but kind of my thinking. Some other reasons why I have not been diligent about harvesting my herbs is because I did try to dehydrate herbs, and I just don't like it. Like, it lost its color. To me, the flavor wasn't there. And so I didn't get real excited about dehydrating my herbs. Now, if you have a different experience, yay for you. But for me, I didn't like it. But the freeze drying, I'm excited about that. So let's stop talking. Let's get to harvesting. I'm going to give this a big old haircut. This is orange mint. I've never grown orange mint. It smells good. I figure I can use this in some tea. Or something. Smells so good. Never dried mint before, but I figure I just de-stem it. Another reason why you want to harvest your herbs is so that they don't go to seed and so that they will produce more, just like everything else in your garden. So I'm gonna give this a pretty big haircut, so to speak. Again, I don't even know if I'm doing this right because I ain't been doing it right. We're gonna harvest it, freeze dry it, and I'm assuming I can use in tea or something like that. I think mint is supposed to be really good for your digestion, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm gonna get some of these dead ones off. Y'all tell me if I'm doing it right. I don't even know. I don't know how you could do it wrong, but anywho, so I want to keep the orange mint and the strawberry mint separate. So I'm going to actually put me a plant tag in here just so that I know which one is which. That's why I kind of picked a smaller container. Because I want to keep them separate. Because I figured the strawberry mint I can put in my strawberry lemonade that we made together. Probably be good in some ice cream. Strawberry ice cream maybe. Y'all tell me how you use your mint. Let me know. This is strawberry mint. Again, I have never grown it before. It smells so good, like real good. I like this one better than I even like the orange mint. It probably would be good in tea too, I guess. Hot or cold, I suppose. I can't wait to hear how y'all use your mint. Okay, so we got that much of the strawberry mint. Okay, y'all, so I got me another basket. So I have, it smells so good. I have some rosemary, some English thyme, and some parsley. So I harvested all that. Y'all feeling good because I don't do this. I want to, I mean to, and in my head I do it, but it never happens. So today is actually happening. So this is some curly parsley, like I said, English thyme, and then my rosemary. This is the biggest my rosemary has ever been. It's not that big, but it's the biggest it has ever been for me. So it smells so good. I'm assuming I can put all of this in the freeze dryer. I guess I can make my own blend, my own little spice blend. That would be good. Let's harvest some sage too. Forgot about that. Oh. I'm getting excited. I got some lemon thyme somewhere that smells so good. I gotta find it. Okay, I found the lemon thyme. It's very little, so I'm gonna let it grow some more before I harvest it. Plus, I want to keep it separate from the English thyme. But I did grab some sage. So next is the big one, which is basil. I have tons of basil inside here and outside there. Okay, I thought I saw a tomato blushing, but it's not. My basil, I've harvested. I've done 2 big harvests, but I have not I should have harvested more is what I'm saying, because it's going to seed, especially outside because of the heat, right? It is bolting. But I've started some new basil. Hopefully that will take root and we'll be able to plant more basil to have another succession of basil. But I'm going to go ahead and do another harvest of basil. This will be my first time freeze drying basil, so I'm excited about that. The other ones I just used it fresh. So I'm going to do a big harvest of basil, and I probably have to fill up this whole basket. Let's see. Okay, y'all saw me getting the basil. I'm not done. I did all the stuff that was in the beds. I got more out here in the rows, but I got a little sidetracked. Y'all, I couldn't leave them. Look at that. Fairy tale eggplant. I probably let these two get a little bit too big. This is my first time successfully growing it. I tried it for the first time last year. I got nothing. I just got 6. But you see how this one is more shiny? I think that's probably the perfect size. It's a mini eggplant. It says when it starts to get dull that it may be a little bit overripe. But I'm so excited. Y'all couldn't just, they were just staring at me. And I'm like, let me go and get them while I'm in this bed. You know. See, I told y'all I'll be going for the food. But that's okay. We got some herbs. But while we did the eggplant, let's go down to the other end where we have some more eggplant planted and just see if there's some more down there. That way we can just finish the eggplant and go back to our basil. How about that? Okay, we only got one more eggplant. The rest of them are not ready. Okay, y'all. I went through all the basil. I got a basket full of basil, all different kinds. This year I grew Genovese, Mammoth, lettuce leaf, and Italian. So it's just a mixture of all. I'm going to dry it and just make it like dried basil that I can just use as a seasoning and stuff, pasta, spaghetti, that type of stuff. So I'll just have my own dried basil. I got plenty more out there, but it's still raining. So one more thing. I keep thinking I'm seeing, I thought I saw another bug, but that's not a bug. Okay. So the last thing I think herb-wise in the tunnel is the comfrey. I'm really excited about the comfrey. Let's go over here and take a look. All right. I've never harvested comfrey before, so we're just going to wing it, right? That's what you do. I'm going to start with the lower leaves. The leaves look so good, and they're so big. Okay, I'm just starting at the bottom of the comfrey. First time I've had comfrey. I've never grown it before. I'm assuming it'll grow back. I'm doing this before it puts on flowers. When I read, it said to do it then. It says you can also do it after it flowers, but I think it's more potent medicinally if you do it before it flowers. These leaves are so big. Comfrey is great medicinally. What I'm doing it for is to make salves, like a pain salve. I have salves right now that I've bought that have comfrey in them, so I figure I can just make my own. Have I done it before? No, but we're gonna try it. Comfrey, I heard, is also good as a mulch. Has lots of nitrogen in it. We're gonna freeze dry it. See how much we get. I'm just amazed at how good these leaves look. Like, so good. Okay, I did quite a bit. Okay, y'all, I got a basket full of comfrey and basil. You can see that there. So that's all the herbs. I'm feeling mighty accomplished. Now let's do some flowers. The flowers that I really want for my first bouquet is out there, but I'm not willing to go out in the rain to get it. So we're going to deal with the flowers that's in this pollinated patch. And let's grab enough, hopefully, for a couple of bouquets. And then we're going to head into the house, freeze dry, and make some bouquets. Y'all, I run out there to get me some flowers. Here are all. I got my eucalyptus, and then I have some black-eyed Susan, some celosia, and some zinnias. A lot of the flowers were not ready. So if you don't know about harvesting flowers, you want to go down the stem maybe halfway and wiggle it. It's called the wiggle test. If it doesn't flop, that means it's ready. A lot of them were flopping, so they're pretty, but they're not ready to harvest yet, because if you do it when it's still flopping its head, it's going to die and flop over. It's not going to stand erect in your vase. So I have enough for at least 2 bouquets. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Everything smells so good and fragrant. So I appreciate you guys. I enjoyed having you guys with me today. I saw many more things to harvest from a food standpoint, but it is so humid because of the rain. I am sweaty, hair sweated out, I'm sweated out, and it's about to be dark in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna leave the food until tomorrow, which I did a harvest this morning. Go figure. Yeah, we're harvesting now like twice a day, because it's just that much coming in. And I feel bad because I haven't done a big harvest with you guys in terms of vegetables and stuff, but I'm sure we will do one for sure before the season is over, and we'll harvest some food, some vegetables together. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today as we harvested herbs and flowers. We got a lot of good yummy stuff that we can put in the freeze dryer. I'll let you know how it turns out. And we got some flowers to make bouquets. I'm glad that I took the time and was intentional today about making sure that I'm not just growing the stuff for beauty and to look at, but to also to use it. So I encourage you, if you're growing something in your garden, it could be a food crop that maybe you just always overlook, or you bypass, or you always say, let me get that later. And then when later comes, it's not there or it's damaged. If there's something in your garden that you're not taking full advantage of that you're growing, I encourage you today to make a plan to go out there and harvest it. Let me know in the comments if I'm the only one where my priorities are all just, I'm not gonna say my priorities are messed up, but are there some things in your garden that you just don't get to time and time again every season that you're gonna make a point to make sure that you go out there and get it? I hope this encourages you to do that. I hope that your gardens are growing so well. And if you're not a member of this community, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel and be a member of this community. On this channel, it is a safe space, and we make gardening fun through all the trials, through all the struggles. Y'all, we just getting started. It's just the end of June approaching. We got at least 2 more months to press through this summer garden season. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.